everyone. As you may have guessed from that little intro, today I'm going to be transforming into my Halloween character. And some of you may not be anime fans, so let me give you a little bit of a rundown. I am going to be portraying E.l.f from Death Note. And Death Note is a very popular anime. It's been around for almost 13 years now. It came out in around 2007, and it was a manga before that. And it is a sort of detective cat and mouse supernatural anime series. And it is about a character named Yagami Light, who writes down names in a mysterious death note. And any name that he writes down in there will die by the specifications that he writes. And so he starts off as really, sort of a good guy, but the power goes to his head. And there are Shinigami that are involved. The Shinigami are the ones that sort of present the Death Note to him. Like Ryuk is his sort of Shinigami companion. And E.l.f is the detective who is trying to prove that Light is the killer. So it's a really interesting series. It's about 30 episodes long, I want to say. It's been a while since I've watched it. But there's so many cool elements to it. And E.l.f is a very interesting character because, yes, he's a detective, but he's not your typical detective. He loves to eat sweets. He does not sit on a chair quite properly. He's very smart, but the way he interacts with people is just very interesting. And I already had an outfit that looked pretty similar to his, so I figured I'm just going to buy a wig off of eBay. It'll be very cheap, and I can do the makeup, and it won't cost me very much. So that's what I did, and the entire costume cost me about $18. So that's not too bad. So I'm going to do the makeup. You'll see the full finished product at the end after I put on my wig. I figured it'd be easier to do the makeup first. And I've been talking for a while now, so let me just put on some makeup. So here is a reference photo for you of what E.l.f looks like. As you can see, he has quite pale skin like I am. He's actually supposed to be more of a British character. Traditional anime characters, they do have more pointed features, more of a pointed face, and more pointed eyes. But E.l.f is drawn with rounded features, and so I'm going to be putting on some foundation all over my face, probably take it down the neck, and do some eye makeup. I'm probably not going to do too much with the face other than foundation. And a little bit of powder, just because he doesn't really have anything else on his face. He's very pale because he doesn't go outside very often. Kind of like me. So I figured I would use the Hourglass foundation stick in Blanc. With a buffing brush. And if my ears look really red, it's because I had to switch out my earrings for these little rubber tunnels that are kind of too short for my ears, so they kind of have to fit in there really tight, and it makes my ears red to put them in. But I just wanted to make it look like I wasn't really wearing earrings since, you know, he's not wearing any. I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in C0.5. I'm not too worried about covering up dark circles completely since I'm going to be going over them with some black makeup anyway. For powder, I'm using the E.l.f. HD loose powder and sheer. I'm just going to put this all over If I look more pale than usual, that's really fine. I'm basically just going for an all-over unified pale skin tone that is matte. Because he doesn't see the sun a whole lot. And he just looks kind of sickly. My eyebrows are mostly going to be covered by the bangs, so I'm not too concerned. His eyebrows aren't super clear in photos and videos anyway. So I'm just thinking, what I might do is wait until I have the wig on, see how much of my eyebrows are showing, and then decide what to do with them. So then in that case, what I need to do is grab some eyeshadow. So first, I'm not going to go directly into the black first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a cool tone brown. So this one here is Jet Setter in the Tartelette in Bloom palette. So I'm going to take that shade just on like a packing brush and start smudging that on the top lash line. As well as the lower lash line. With that in place, I'm going to take the black from the Hard Candy Look Pro Rose Gold palette. That's called Ball and Chain. It's actually a really pigmented black shadow. I'm just going to do the same thing. And I already benefit from having really round eyes. If you don't have round eyes, then you can just kind of cheat it by making the edges of this really round, and hopefully that will kind of help make your eye shape look a bit rounder too. And what I'm doing is I'm going to keep blending that down until there's no more color. Just so that it looks like it's like blending into a really dark under eye circle. I don't like how the edges of my eyes look a little bit pointed. So I'm just taking my my sponge that has a little bit of concealer on it. Kind of dab over. I'm gonna put concealer on my lips. Don't have to wear it like a full-on lipstick, just kind of to blot out most of the color. I'm going to get my wig ready and be right back. Alright, this wig is very, very voluptuous. But it's pretty darn close. I've tried to kind of flatten it in some places, raise it out in others to be pretty similar to what he has. And looking at my hair now, you can still see my eyebrows. So I'm just kind of wondering what to do with those. I might just kind of like color them in black, to be honest, to make it kind of look cohesive, because it's just eyeshadow that'll come out. So I'm just going to take this piece out for a moment. Oh god, the black eyeshadow is transferring upward because of my eye shape. Okay, that's something I gotta think about. And I'm gonna keep the eyebrows very structured because anime eyebrows are very structured. They are not faded anywhere. So there you can see it's transferring up to here because I have deep set eyes, so I go like this. And the rim around my eyes right now is going to transfer up. That's not a huge deal when doing an anime character though, because a lot of them, the way that they're drawn, they do have a line up here. So it's not going to be a huge problem. I don't know that E.l.f. really does have a line up there, but just traditionally, the way anime characters are drawn, they do have a second line up there. It's just supposed to be like a lid. So that's not a huge problem. The other way I could go maybe is to put an eyeliner there, like a gel liner, and maybe it would be a little bit longer lasting than an eye powder and eyeshadow. And that wouldn't happen. So I might have to try that. But this is the finished look that I've come up with. It's, like I said, the wig is a little big. But it's not that bad. I might be able to tweak it a little bit more before Halloween. I have a couple of days. So this is my Death Note E.l.f. Halloween costume. If you're dressing up for Halloween, let me know what you're going to be. I'd love to know what it is. And if you're on Instagram, tag me in your Halloween photos so I can see. I'll have all of the makeup and wig details down below, as well as my Instagram, my Patreon, my Facebook, all that sort of thing. And if you would like to subscribe, there's a button down below where you can do that. And if you don't want to, that's okay. I hope you have a wonderful Halloween and a safe Halloween, and I will see you very soon. Bye, everyone.